It was a statement that said, we will not be judged merely just on our gender, as to be incompetent to decide the major political issues. We will not be used as pawns in canvases without being let cast our own vote to voice our own opinions. These women fought a war of sorts. They were the earliest feminists. They believed in the social, economical and political equality of the sexes, and fighting in the votes for women was the first victory for them. We're also here today to celebrate and commemorate Cumann na Mban's contribution to Irish society by aiding and supporting the women and men that fought on the front line. They were the unseen messengers, nurses, doctors, couriers and even snipers. For many years they remained unappreciated and thankless. However, we're here today to change that. Marvellous women represented Cumann na Mban, such as Constance Markievicz, Agnes O'Farrell, Nurse Elizabeth O'Farrell, Dr Ada English, Nora O'Connelly Bryan, Helena Maloney, Louise Gavin Duffy and Kathleen Clarke, and nameless more. They organised first aid training, rifle and signal training, and they helped in the gun runnings and organised social events such as Céilís and dances, which funded the Irish Rebellion. I cannot go on without mentioning the local woman, Dr Kathleen Lynn, who fought in the Cumann as a first aid director and taught all of the Cumann na Mban members. And with that, she brushed shoulders with them at every major political event in the early 20th century. Dr Lynn was a friend, mentor and sister to these brave women, and her contribution is duly noted. They were, for too long, the forgotten women of the rebellion, but today their fight does not go unnoticed. It's very important to me that the strong women that came before us be recognised, as without them, where would the inspiration and role models come? What would our dear old Ballina be without the woman who changed Irish political history forever? President Mary Robinson hails from the banks of the Moy and spent her childhood days here in our town, quite literally down the road from us here. Activism is in the Burke's blood, as one of Mary's ancestors was a leading activist in the Irish National Land League of Mayo and the Irish Republican Brotherhood. She was the first female president of Ireland who fought the social stigmas and achieved so much in her term as president. She then proceeded to be High Commissioner of Human Rights in the EU. Without a doubt, she is a personal hero and inspiration of my own. And we are so lucky to both call this lovely town our home. On a very personal note, I stand here honoured and privileged, as I recognise without these trailblazers I might not be standing here in front of you all today. I am privileged as a woman who is receiving university education with the ability to work in a premises that offers equal pay and to live in a society where misogyny isn't as prevalent as some other countries in the world. I also stand here as Lady of the Moy, a role that has offered me so much in a political context by meeting politicians, local groups and being invited to events such as these. Prior to 100 years ago, political opportunities such as these were out of the question for someone like me. Now I found myself being encouraged to lead a political career, which I hope to pursue one day. So I count myself lucky, and I count myself blessed by the women that came before me. Today we gather as a circle of sisters, and by God we are thankful for the sisters who made this sisterhood possible. And to the sisters of this collection in the Jackie Clarke, this day is also for you. To the organisers of this event, volunteers and visitors, thank you. An awful lot of women make this collection possible and would be lost without you. Thank you in particular to the Director Adele for inviting me here today, to Sinead Brennan, the Educational Officer, and a huge special thank you to Anne-Marie Forbes, a Jackie Clarke Collection staple, for which I owe my... She offers me constant encouragement and support in everything I do and say. I'd also like to give a special shout out to the members of the Irish Girl Guides branch of Ballina who are here today, who offered me such support and encouragement for all of the years that I was with the organisation. So thank you very much. Have a lovely day.